Hi everyone, I would like to show you how I clean my kake in this video. So for starting, I'm using non-water ethanol, water-free ethanol, 99.5%. You can find this in Japanese pharmacies. I guess you can find this everywhere. It's very important to be not food grade but medical grade, as the food grade ethanol might have sugars, or so I found out while reading about it. So I'm putting just a few drops on a clean handkerchief, and ethanol will actually dissolve the kusune that is caked on the kake. And what you have to do is apply it very lightly. It gets dried within a few seconds, and as you can see, it's both dissolving, almost like water will dissolve salt, and cleaning out all the black spots. Do the same on this finger as well, and you can also use the same to clean out this area. And if you want, around here. I just cleaned this kake a few weeks ago actually, so it doesn't necessarily need it right now, but just to show it for the purpose of the video, this is how I am doing it, and so far I had no issues with doing it like this. If you wait for a few seconds, the alcohol will evaporate pretty quickly, and it leaves you a dry and pretty clean glove. What's important is that when you touch it, it shouldn't feel sticky in any way. It should feel just like the leather. And also you shouldn't use too much so that it gets completely wet or soaked through. It should only wet the surface and only stay wet for a few seconds. It leaves it very clean, obviously, and the ethanol will remove only the kusune and a little bit, in my case, of the natural pigment used to color the kake, which is not an issue, as this area is anyway getting darker and covered in kusune usually. Okay, next, what I am doing is I am using winter kusune, which is the softest type, usually used in for making your tsuru, and using a soldering iron on the weakest setting. So my iron right now it's at 200 degrees, its weakest setting. You need just a drop, as much as you can pick on the tip of the iron, and you have to spread it in this area. Like this. Maybe just a little bit more in my case. If it's too much, though, you would have to remove it. You can do that while it's still hot or barely applied. And you can use a guitar pick or a plastic card for that. And so with care, so that you don't burn the tsurumakura, you need to apply it like this. Also, if it is already affected by your shooting. For example, if you feel it's square here or not rounded, you can now use this heat and apply it so that it forms in the shape that makes it the most comfortable for you to use, which I'm doing right now. Imagine using a mini soldering iron and arranging it to the shape of your liking, which for me, I'm using as a guide the marks that my tsuru leave anyway on the kake. Like this. Remove all pieces of dirt and whatnot. You find in there, and then you continue your cleaning. It's important that you clean the tip from time to time using a water sponge. That you uniformly spread the kusune. My experience with this winter kusune is that it's very soft and very flexible. So in a way it lasts actually longer, and it's easier to get impregnated in the thumb of the kake. Maybe I need a little bit more. So again, it's important not to have a very sharp angle here where the tsuru could catch, as you want this area to be as smooth as possible with smooth transitions between the angles in order to enable and to allow for a very smooth release. Right, we are almost done. Finishing up this area. This kusune will need about 1 or 2 hours to harden. And it feels like glass once it hardened on the kake. And so this is how it should look like. Again, make sure that you have the angle you wanted. That follows the angle the tsuru actually leaves on your kake. And so this is how I'm doing it. For the first use, make sure that you are fully applying giriko on your finger, regardless if it's the ring finger or your middle finger. Make sure that you apply enough and do it maybe once or twice, so not to risk a wrong hanare or a slip up during hanare. Okay, I hope this is helpful.